What is up, guys? I'm back out with the S1000. We're having a beautiful day here in New York City. The sun is out, skies are clear, it's decent weather to ride. And a lot of people have been asking me, have I ever gotten into a motorcycle accident? And the answer to that is yes. My first riding season is when I got into my motorcycle accident. And today I'm going to be doing a cruise and story time with you guys and pretty much detailing how it happened. We'll be taking a ride past where it happened and I'll explain it more in detail. Unfortunately, I didn't have a GoPro or anything back then, so I don't have any videos of the accident. I have one picture of the aftermath, and it's pretty much just like a front shot of the bike. I'll be posting that a little bit later on in the video. But yeah, that's the idea for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. And I do want to say thank you to everyone that DM'd me on Instagram. You guys have been killing it. You guys have been doing this new thing where you send me pictures of your motorcycles, and all of your motorcycles are super cool. And a lot of you have better motorcycles than me, to be honest, in my opinion anyways. And I kind of find it funny that you guys have better or more expensive or more rare motorcycles than me, but you know, take interest in my videos. So nonetheless, I do appreciate that though. And I also want to say thank you to everyone that's been commenting in my videos as well. You guys are awesome with the comments, always giving kind words. In fact, I was inspired by the last video I posted with the comments that I was getting, that I got my act together and started ordering parts for this thing. So at the time of me shooting this video, I'm about 65-70% complete with all the parts that I need ordered to start tearing this thing apart and getting this thing ready for 2022 riding season and its makeover. So we're almost there, and that's thanks to you guys and your encouraging words, and I really appreciate it. So with no further ado, let's get into the video. I love the titanium look, but I don't know, it might have to go. Titanium versus stainless steel sound. I'm leaning more towards the stainless steel. Woo! Alright, so I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of background with the bike. And pretty much back in 2017 is when me and my buddy decided we were going to get into motorcycles, sport bikes specifically, and start cruising around being fast boys. And he ended up getting a CBR 600, and I ended up getting the 2009 ZX6R, which you can see on my page if you scroll down the videos. And yeah, we decided to you know, do a season of being fast boys. So he ended up with the CBR, I ended up with the ZX6R, and I'll post a picture on the screen here of the bikes when we first got them, and you guys can see that there. So yeah, we decided to get the bikes, and we did. And my riding experience was awesome. I had a lot of fun that riding season, to be honest. I was doing a bunch of stuff, man. I was running into cars and racing random people on the highway. I have a video actually of me running up on, it was like a three-man race between a BMW M3, a ZL1, and some sort of AMG. And I was trying to chase them down. I was on the 600 though, obviously, and it couldn't keep up. So fair to say I lost that race, but I'll insert the clip here so you guys can see it for yourselves. And I also raced a 9th gen Honda Civic Si that was supercharged, making about 400 plus to the wheels, and that was an interesting race. But I did end up beating that car, and I'll insert the video clip of that here. So as you guys see, I was having my fun with the 600. I was also giving a ton of rides to girls, to be honest. I was single-handedly changing how girls saw sport bikes and their fear of motorcycles. That's how many rides I felt like I was giving that season. I have a couple pictures of a few rides, or a couple rides that I gave. I'll insert the pictures here on the screen so you guys can see. But my favorite ride had to be these 3 Asian chicks when I was chilling at the park one night. They just came up to me and was like, yo, can we get a ride? And one of them asked first, and then the other 2 followed suit. And that was a really interesting and fun night. After the ride, they offered me weed and to like hang out with them. I hung out with them for a little bit, but I didn't smoke. And that was just an interesting night. But yeah, I was having a ton of fun on my 600 that season. And you know, fast forward to the end of the season when this accident happened. I'll get into that story soon because I'm coming up on Linden Boulevard actually, which is where my accident happened. And if you're from Queens and you're familiar with Linden Boulevard, then you know how much of a shit show Linden Boulevard really is. If you're outside of New York or you're outside of Queens and you don't know about Linden Boulevard, just know that it is a complete shit show.
What driving that car? Him?
Yeah. But the story actually starts here, so it's perfect. I'm gonna pull over and tell you guys exactly what happened that day and how it went down. Alright guys, so the story actually starts here at this building. This used to be a Capital One bank. And so I came here because they have a drive-thru and I need to get some cash because I was planning on getting some food later. And so I swung around the back through the drive-thru, and right where that brick wall is, there used to be a Capital One ATM machine, and obviously I withdrew money. And then I headed on my way up Linden Boulevard, which this is Linden Boulevard right here. It's a two-way street. Right now we're in the corner of Farmers and Linden Boulevard. There's a guy over there shooting a music video, looks like. But yeah, this is Linden Boulevard, and I'm gonna cruise up there and show you guys where it happened and how it happened and all that. So yeah, like I was telling you guys, this is Farmers and Linden Boulevard. Linden Boulevard stretches, goes all the way up there. The guy over there, he's shooting a music video, he's having fun. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way up Linden Boulevard and show you guys what exactly happened and how it went down. So it was like any normal day. The skies were clear. The bike that I had, it was a 2009 ZX6R, right? And it was bright blue. It had HIDs that came with it. And you know, I was literally the first vehicle in front of all the traffic. Like how this bus is in front of me, that was where I was, and all the traffic was behind me. So I have no idea how this chick didn't see me, but you know, somehow, some way, she just didn't. But I was cruising along just like this, man. And I'll pull over right here just to give you guys an idea of exactly what happened from this point, because the accident happened on the next block up. Here I am, right? I'm the first vehicle in traffic. I'm not to the side like this. I'm obviously right here. And I'm the first vehicle in traffic. And as I look up, there's no cars there. Like how there's like the second light, there's no cars there, just like that. So when this light turned green, that's when all the traffic started coming down Linden Boulevard. And as soon as I got going is when the chick got to the light right over there, and she had her left indicator on, but she didn't do anything that signaled that she was going to turn, right? Like usually cars, they do something, right? Like they turn their wheels or they inch up or something like that. She was literally just there with her left indicator on, but no signs of ever going to turn. So I take off, and I'll show you guys. And I take off just like this, right? Second gear, I'm doing like the same speed, 20 miles an hour, 25. And as soon as I get to this point, boom. The accident happened like right in the middle of the intersection. So as soon as I was crossing the intersection, she just decided to turn, like out of nowhere. I did not expect her to do that, obviously. And I remember I tried braking really hard, but obviously you need distance on a motorcycle when it comes to braking, so that didn't work out in my favor. And I remember everything kind of just slowed down. And when I went to go make contact with her car, because she's coming down Linden, I'm coming up, and she turned this way. So as soon as I make contact with her passenger front fender and her bumper, the corner of her bumper, as soon as I make contact, something in my head just says, let go of the bike, let go of the bike. And I just had a fear of breaking my arms or something, so I let go of the bike. And when we made contact and I let go of the bike, I got ejected off of the bike because of the force, right? I'm coming at 25 miles an hour, and then I just instantly stopped. So when I let go, I shot over her car and I did multiple flips, and I want to say I landed probably 20-30 feet. So I got hit like right about here in the intersection, like right on the crosswalk, I would say, like right about there, like right after the crosswalk. And I ended up where that Toyota SUV is. So yeah, a good 30-ish feet. Apparently I did multiple flips and I landed on my back, and when I landed on my back I kind of skidded as well. So I hit, flipped, landed on my back, and then kind of just skidded. So at that point I'm literally just staring up at the sky, and I'm like, yo, why me? Why me? As I got hit here, my bike ended up a little bit up this block, so probably, I don't know, 30-40 feet into this block is where my bike ended up. And I remember just laying down, and I was like, man, that sucks. And all these people rushed over to me, and they were like, oh my god, yo, are you okay? Oh no, your legs look screwed up, your arms look screwed up. And I instantly started panicking, because I'm like, yo, what? I didn't feel like I broke anything, but I guess I landed like a pretzel because I was ejected. And then when I landed, I just kind of stayed there. Like I was blank. So I just kind of landed however I landed, and I stayed there. And I guess it looked weird to everyone. So people were thinking I was all screwed up, and like I messed up my legs and arms. But as soon as they said that, I kind of like got up and I was like, oh no, I'm good. I moved my legs and everything. My legs were sore for the most part, and but that's about it. I didn't fracture anything, I didn't break any bones. And if you guys are wondering, I wasn't wearing any gear, to be honest with you. I did have an Alpine Stars textile jacket similar to this, but it was zipped open and I had a t-shirt under it. I was wearing Adidas track pants, like soccer pants, and I had Nike Roche sneakers on, and one of them flew off. So I was all screwed up with the whole gear thing. I wasn't rocking any gear at all. But as I'm laying there and the people are like checking on me and stuff, the chick walks over and she goes, this is funny now but not funny at the time, and she goes, hey, are you okay? And I just look at her and I'm like, no, I'm not okay. And I'm like, yo, you didn't see me? And then everyone just started focusing on her. Everyone that was around me started focusing on her, and they were asking her like, hey, didn't you see him? What are you doing? Thank you. And yeah, so everyone started like focusing on her like, hey, didn't you see him? What are you doing? What are you doing? And she kind of got spooked, so she went back to her car and waited for the cops. And as I'm laying there and the people are around me, a lady comes up to me and she's like, hey, I was driving behind you and I saw everything that happened. Are you okay? Take my number. If you need me as a witness, put me down as a witness. And she was just the sweetest lady ever. She was asking if I wanted her to call anybody and stuff like that. And that lady's name is Paulette, Miss Paulette. And believe it or not, to this day I still keep in contact with her. And the holidays are coming up, so I'm going to be annoying her with happy holiday messages, and checking on her and stuff with Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and all that stuff coming up. But yeah, the sweetest lady ever. And she stuck around or whatever, and then in no time the cops came, the ambulance came. It was like the quickest response ever, to be honest. And I get chucked off in the ambulance, and I go to the hospital, and I stay there for about an hour or two. They ran all the the x-rays and stuff like that, making sure I was straight. And that was pretty much it, man. I ended up walking out on crutches because my legs were a little bit sore. But that was it, man. It wasn't too bad of an accident. Again, it happened at low speeds, 20, 25. It was here where it's kind of you can't really, you shouldn't be speeding, but you can't really do high speeds here. If you are, you're kind of asking for a death wish. But I consider myself lucky with that crash, because to be transparent with you guys, the way I used to ride that 600, I used to ride that thing like it was a bat out of hell. I used to ride that bike so hard. I used to try to top it out every time I got on it. I actually find it pretty funny that people leave these comments on my YouTube videos like, hey, you ride like a dick, it's only a matter of time, etc., etc. And it's like, man, if these people only saw how I rode my 600, their heads would explode, dude, because I rode that bike viciously. But I'm a lot more tame with this thing, and I'm also a lot older. I was younger back then. I was about 24, 25. Now I'm 29, so I'll be turning 30 next year. But yeah, that's pretty much my accident story, how it happened. And if you guys are wondering if I'm the guy that has an accident and then immediately wants to jump on a bike, I'm not that guy, actually. So with my situation, with how 2017 was, 2017 was kind of a shit year, you know, overall. There were so many deaths with the motorcycle community. At least over here, there were a lot of people getting into accidents and a lot of people passing away, unfortunately. And I'll post up a picture of my buddy Kirk. You know, I rode out with him one week, and then the next week he met into an accident and he was gone. So, you know, the reality of it is there were so much issues going on, you know, with people crashing motorcycles that riding season and passing away, and you know, you're riding with someone this week and then the next week they're gone. That mentally affects you a little bit, you know. It's different seeing it on the internet, but when it's happening real life, it hits you a little bit different. So with all that happening and then me having my accident, I was kind of like, yo, I'm done with bikes. I kind of squared off bikes, and you know, fast forward, obviously that didn't really work out too well, but at the time I was like, yo, I'm over bikes, man. And it took me about 8 months to get back on another bike. But that's pretty much my my accident story, man. There wasn't really much to it. It wasn't a big accident, thankfully, but you know, it happened, and I want to share it with you guys for the people that were interested in what all happened and how it happened and everything like that. There you go. That's my motorcycle accident. I'm actually gonna cruise over to Howard Beach and go to a waterfront spot and just chill out for a little bit. End the video on a little bit of a positive note. And this is why I don't take Linden Boulevard, because people just pop out and do all kind of random, what the, look at that pothole. People just pop out and do all kind of random shit on Linden Boulevard. A lot of us think Linden Boulevard is cursed. I don't know if it's cursed or not, but there has been a lot of lives lost on Linden Boulevard, with motorcycles and without motorcycles. So I'm not too fond of it. I'm gonna jump off of it in a little bit here, and I'll see you guys on the freeway. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but the chick that hit me off my bike was like 19 and it was in her car. So that was also like a kick in the nuts. Just to put that out there. And here we are entering the Belt Parkway, one of my least favorite highways ever. Oh, that's why. People treat this thing like a racetrack. You gotta be on your P's and Q's when you're on the belt on the motorcycle. What would life be if I didn't hit you guys off with a little cruise control action? Enjoy. Got a comrade out here on I don't have no idea what that bike is. Looks like an older Ninja. But he's out here. Alright guys, so here we are, Cross Bay Boulevard, Howard Beach, aka mob territory. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's a super cool neighborhood though. Really nice, right by the water. And there's a cool dealership down here. I think it's a Suzuki dealership. I went there one time looking at Suzukis to buy because I wanted to be a Gixxer bro, but it never happened. Cutie. There it is, Suzuki Cross Bay. They usually have all the bikes outside lined up and all that, but you know, it's not summer anymore, so of course they're not going to do that. And of course, the closer you are to water, the colder it gets. So I'm feeling it right now, I'm feeling it. But it's actually still not too bad. A couple people out here fishing. Also, sometimes you'll see me use my entire hand to shift like this, or sometimes I'll just use my finger. It's really whatever you want to do. So hopefully I explained everything well and not too fast, and you guys got the gist of the story. I'm gonna pull up to this waterfront right here. Sneak on in. And just hang out for a bit. Perfect spot. Yeah, this thing is littered with trash. You know, it's the thought that counts though. Little graffiti on the bridge over there. Not much of a view, but if you definitely just want somewhere quiet to chill with some water, this is it for sure. These guys look like they're about to go fishing. And here Crystal is in all her glory. This guy in the pickup truck is eyeing me. Eyeing me or I fucking the bike. I'm not sure, but we're here, man. We're gonna chill for a little bit, and that's about it, man. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully I made sense when I was rambling about my motorcycle accident, and I'll try to insert the pictures of my bike, or hopefully I inserted the pictures of my bike and all that and made a pretty decent video out of it. Still learning, still trying to get the gist of vlogging, moto vlogging and all that. So, you know, give me some time, give me some practice. I'm only like 30 videos in, so get better with time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care and be safe. Enjoy the holidays. And peace out. I'll see you guys on the next one.